Welcome back to Prevention Connection. For today's video, we're going to be discussing the Great American Smokeout, and our special guest for today's video is Maria Gonzalez.
My name is Maria Gonzalez. I am this year's SWAT chair, and SWAT stands for Students Working Against Tobacco.
What is SWAT and how can students get involved?
We are a youth coalition that works on advocating and educating for the community on the negative effects of tobacco. There are different ways that students are involved. SWAT facilitates the Great American Smokeout events here in Kern County. At those events, we highly encourage the students and the staff that attend to communicate their ideas on how to improve their schools in regards to vape and tobacco usage in their schools. The people in the coalition as well, they work to continue to educate their community and their peers on the different negative effects of tobacco.
What is the Great American Smokeout?
The Great American Smokeout is hosted by the American Cancer Society, and it's held on the third Thursday of every November. And what the Great American Smokeout does is provide smokers with an opportunity to quit smoking for a day. And the Great American Smokeout sort of gives them that encouragement to not only quit for that day, but to also implement a healthy and smoke-free plan so that they can continue to live a healthy life and hopes of quitting smoking for good. The Great American Smokeout has been around for about 40 years. The idea for it came from an event that was held in Randolph, Massachusetts in 1970, where I believe his name was Arthur P. Mullaney. He asked people to quit smoking for a day, and so that idea sort of caught on, and on November 18th of 1976, the American Cancer Society got nearly 1 million people to quit smoking for the day, and so that sort of created the first ever smokeout event, and later in 1977, it went nationwide.
Why is the Great American Smokeout important?
The Great American Smokeout is extremely important because it provides smokers with an opportunity to implement a healthy and smoke-free lifestyle. It also, gives them the tools to help them create a plan so that they can continue to quit smoking and encourage others to quit smoking as well. It also brings awareness to the fact that tobacco is a big issue within, the United States. It's the largest preventable cause of disease and death, and so it's extremely important that we bring awareness to that.
How can individuals support the Great American Smokeout?
So there are a lot of things that people can do to continue to support the cause. You can join coalitions such as the Tobacco Free Coalition of Kern, or if you're a student, you can join SWAT, Students Working Against Tobacco. You can also share different quitting resources, and I think a big way that people can help is just to continue to educate people and bring awareness to the negative effects that tobacco can have on one's life and their long-term health.
How does nicotine affect youth?
Nicotine affects youth in a numerous amount of ways. I think one of the biggest ways that it affects the youth is with the stunting of brain development. A person's brain does not fully develop or continues developing until the age of 25. So when you intake nicotine, it is slowly starting to damage parts of your brain, and it can damage the way your attention span works, your learning abilities. It can potentially damage your mood and your impulse control. And so what nicotine does is it slowly starts breaking away at your brain and damaging important parts of your brain that control your behavior and your actions.
Thanks so much for tuning into today's video. Make sure to check back next week where we will be discussing vaping. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a video.